What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Abel here with STL Tones. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new update to the ToneHub plugin platform. Just want to clarify, this is not a new preset pack like you guys would usually be used to seeing. This is an actual addition to the hardware in the plugin. They're going to be giving you guys two new stomp boxes in the pedal section. You're going to be getting a new pedal based on a very popular pedal called the Precision Drive, and you're also going to be getting a new pedal based on a very legendary pedal called the HM2. I'm sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. We're going to hop in. I'm going to show you guys the new pedals in the stomp section, and then we're going to go through and just put them in front of a bunch of different amplifiers and see what kind of sounds we get. So let's just jump right into this. Oh, by the way, before we get started, this signal chain is going to be this new Schecter that I just got, this Keith Merrow Mark III Hybrid, loaded with Keith Merrow's signature single voicing Fishman Fluence pickups. This guitar is absolutely sick. I'm super excited to use it here with this video today. So let's hop into the stomp section so we see what we have. I'm gonna start off with one of my favorite presets, and it's from the Mega J2 pack, which is the a preset pack that's based on John Petrucci's signature amp, and it sounds absolutely killer. But let's turn off the overdrive that was already there. So you have a compressor, you have a few overdrives here, and if you go to the next, to the right of that, you'll have more pedals. Here's another very sick popular pedal here. And then here you'll see the two new pedals that you have added. This one's obviously very distinct, blue. You can tell it's got these knobs. You know exactly what this is. Same thing for the Overdrive 6 or the pedal that's based on the HM2. But okay, so let's hear this amp without an overdrive in front. Sounds something like this. Sounds good, but it's got a lot of bottom end. There's not a lot of gain there. You can totally tell that it's primed and ready for a good overdrive. So let's switch this thing on. Now, from what I have heard, having this volume, halfway up is comparable to having another like Tube Screamer overdrive level be all the way up like you would usually run it. So we're gonna keep that at halfway bright. Let's see what it sounds like just the way that it's sitting, and let's check this out. I mean, right off the bat, that sounds absolutely killer. You can tell it's just tight, focused. It sounds really good. The bottom end just tightens right up, man. That focus is so sick. Let's... Punchy. Punches you right in the face. Goes around the room, punches everybody in the face. Sounds absolutely sick. Listen to the chugs in this. Let's start messing with some of these knobs and see how the pedal reacts. So let's turn the bright up, see what that does. way too much gain. Oh my goodness, look at that. Sounds sick though. Okay, it sounds absolutely sick. Let's move around and see if we can find a different cool amplifier to stick this thing in front of. Let's, I guess we can stick with Mesa for a second. Let's see what we got here in this Mesa Dual Rec Pack. What do we got? What do we got? Probably start with a high gain. Okay, cool. Let's see what this sounds like with a pedal on in front of this. You know what? For those of you who haven't used a precision drive, it really does bring something different to the table than a regular pedal. It just sounds different. It's more focused, and when you use a regular tube screamer, it really always has a distinct sound as well. But you can definitely tell that there's a difference between this pedal and a regular, tube screamer style, 808 or TS, whatever. But this sounds really, really good. Sick, man. It sounds so good. I just want to keep playing. All right, let's try this high gain, number 5. It sounds pretty beefy. Let's look at the amp to see what kind of settings we got going on here. Yeah, so the bass is up there. Let's throw a little more in there, a little more low end. It's nice and gained down, and let's get a little more presence. Okay, now let's engage this stomp. Boom. Just beautiful metal tone, man. That sounds beyond sick. All right, let's check this out. By the way, comment down below how long it took you guys to figure out that you needed to have an overdrive in front of an amplifier with the gain turned down to have a sick metal tone. It took me forever to even figure that out. I had all these practice amps and all these amps, and I was just turning like the gain all the way up, and my tone was absolute garbage for the longest time. But thanks to STL Tones, my tone is no longer garbage. Let's check out another one of these preset packs and see what we can do with this pedal really quick. What else we got that's super heavy? Oh, let's do the Emissary. Emissary always sounds really good. See if I can remember which one of these was. By the way, if you guys are not familiar with the Emissary, you should definitely check that out. It is a sick amplifier. All right, so let's see what we have engaged in here right now. I think it's the regular, yeah, we have the regular 808 style or Tube Screamer style overdrive. So shut that off. So it's off now. See, we lost a lot as soon as we turn that off. It goes back to being gained down. The low end is a little more flubby. It's not as focused. Okay, let's turn this thing on. Dude, this sounds sick, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, that sounds absolutely sick, but now it's time to start playing with this HM2 pedal. All right, so obviously the precision drive pedal sounds absolutely insane. The guys who developed it definitely knew exactly what they were doing and what they were going for. So let's hop over to this HM2 pedal. For those of you that are not familiar with the HM2 pedal, it's basically supposed to sound not that good. It ended up making its way into like the whole Swedish death metal, black metal genres. Basically, the whole point is to make it sound as muddy and as just staticky and as crazy as humanly possible. And I think the way everybody ran these things was with the knobs turned all the way up, which is, it's complete insanity. But keep in mind, I don't really play death metal, but I guess I'll have to do the best that I can. So I guess we might as well stay in this patch. Let's stay here and turn off this drive and turn on this pedal. Let's see what it does to it without even moving any of the knobs. Everything's at noon. Let's turn it on. It sounds like garbage. But of course, that's distortion on top of distortion, so I don't think it's supposed to sound good. But let's see if we level it down and then kind of slowly bleed it in, if we can make it sound. Okay, no, it's not supposed to be used on that channel anyway. All right, let's find a clean one. I think I think Purgatory in here is a clean one. All right, so let's turn everything up. Let's see what it sounds like when everybody when we do what everyone says. They say turn all the knobs up to 10. So level goes first. Ooh, okay, there we go. Distortion all the way up. We might have to, let's go in the amp and then turn our master down a little bit here to make sure. Why am I'm doing the wrong one? There we go. But let's see what this sounds like with everything up at 10. That's just hilarious right there. Okay, so we definitely got some chainsaw buzz going on. Let's turn all this, let's back all these off again. Only for STL Tones would I sit here and embarrass myself acting as if I can play death metal, which I can't, but doing the best I can to show off the pedal. So it's the Boss, it's the HM2. You guys know what I'm talking about here. The whole point of this pedal is for it to sound bad. I mean, I think in some situations, if you can stick this pedal in between the, if you go into an amplifier and you go ahead and skip the preamp and go straight in front of the power amp section of the amp, can actually sound pretty good. I've seen some people really dial in some decent tones. Obviously, you have to work pretty hard at it with that pedal because it's, let's face it, it is what it is. But if you're looking for a really good black death metal tone, I don't know. You guys know exactly what this pedal is, and I'm sure you guys are going to have tons of fun using it. That precision drive is just next level. It's absolutely sick. I have used the actual physical version of it in front of amplifiers, which sounds really, really good, and this sounds no different. This sounds awesome. It brings something really good to the table. You can hear right away that it doesn't sound like a regular, overdrive. It just brings a little more, and obviously gives you more functionality. You have the attack knob on it. You've got, the brightness that you can control. You can add more distortion if you want to, and of course the level goes a little higher, and just it, focuses the tone a little better, in my opinion, than most overdrives, if that's the tone that you guys are looking for. So, all right, guys, so that pretty much wraps it up for me, though. I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm super stoked to have these new pedals added. I'm going to have tons of fun. Probably going to write some black metal tracks for, for the hell of it, just because, well, I have an HM2 now, so why not? That precision drive is absolutely sick, so I'm definitely going to be using that a lot, because I use that preset, that Mega J2 preset. I use that a lot to actually record demos and stuff. So now I'm going to be able to include this in there. So as always, guys, if you guys are watching this video, that means that this is now live and available over at stltones.com. So head on over there and download your update, and you will have access to these awesome new pedals as well. Please hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the channel. Hit that notification bell so you see all the new videos that we post, and I will catch you guys on the next one.